success of not only Miss Ashlon Jackson, but the individuals that helped her along her journey that started right here in our small community. Ashlon has asked some of the individuals that you see sitting on the court to say a few words. After the conclusion of her signing, feel free to stay around for pictures and a small reception in her honor. At this time, I'd like to introduce Hardin-Jefferson ISD Superintendent, Mr. Brad McCatherine.
I've been here a couple of years and gotten to know Ashlon and her family over that time, and to say that she is successful athletically goes unspoken, but when you look, the things that I see about Ashlon that really tell me the type of player and type of person that Duke University is getting are not necessarily the things you see on the court. The things that I've seen about Ashlon are the smiles that greet me in the morning when I walk in the high school, the things that she does as a role model for our young students. I can't count how many times I've seen them leaving one of our events to go to a little dribblers practice to make sure that they were able to mentor our young girls and to set that example for many years to come. And that's just something that you don't see real often. You know, she does the right things when nobody's looking. And those are the things that I think that I don't know that Duke realizes that they're getting. When you watch her and she's out of the game and she's on the bench, she is every bit as into the game as she is when she's on the floor. And that right there is what makes all the people around her better. I want to say congratulations to Ashlon and to her parents. Y'all have done a phenomenal job and raised a great young lady, but they're a great future. Congratulations.
All right, Ashlon, can y'all hear me? So before I tell y'all that I'm going to talk to you about the second best shooter at HJ right now, I'm not going to tell you who number one is. She knows who it is. No, really, thank y'all for coming out. I came back here to Hardin, never heard of her, and she said, wait till you meet her. And she told me what a fabulous basketball player she was. And she even told me that she could play on the boys' team. And so typical guys, like there's no ninth grade girl going to play on HJ's boys basketball team because the basketball team in itself, the boys, is really, really good program, as is the girls, but I was being that typical male, like, no way. And, well, it didn't take me long to watch her play, and I went, check, I was wrong on that one. She could play for the guys, and I joke with the guys about that. But the other thing that she said to me, this has proven to be far more important because as good as she is on the court, I remember when she was a freshman, she made a pass against Hampshire Fournette, and I still hadn't figured out how she did it yet. I mean, it's one of those deals, she did it moving, and I was like, how in the world did she do that? I still ain't. The other thing Coach Smith said to me was, she's an even better person, a better human being. She's prettier on the inside than she is on the outside. And I went, wow, I can't wait to meet this young lady. And so the first time I met Ashlon, she had this big old smile on her face. And she introduced herself, and I was like, okay, she's a very happy person. And they said, she's always like that. And I was like, no, there's no way. It can't always be like that. Well, as I've gotten to know her over the last several years, she's exactly like that. And she is truly a, just a phenomenal person inside and out. And it's, that's cliche. A lot of people use say, well, they're a better person than they are a player. But one thing I've noticed about Ashlon, she has that ability to make those around her better, her teammates better. But when I was thinking about this, it's like, it's not just her teammates she makes better, it's every single one of us that she raised the bar, and I believe she makes us all better. So I can't wait to see what she does at Duke University. You guys have done a great job in raising her, or maybe her, I don't know which one it is. But, Duke's getting a fabulous person. So, Ashlon, congratulations. I think she's going to raise the bar for them up at Duke University. So, can't wait to see what the future holds.
I know we're here this afternoon celebrating Ashlon, but before we get started with telling you how great she is, let me tell you 2 stories that I have for Ash. Her 7th grade year, somewhere down the line, they recruited me to come and coach a basketball game, the boys against the girls. You want me to coach this game? I am Coach Brown. Myself and Coach Davis are the coaches that won the Little League, national championship, and you want me to coach this game? I was a little offended. That's how good they told me she was. So we started to play this game. She made a couple of buckets. I called the first time out, let the guys know, wait a second. Ladies first, I give her the ball. She scored 5 quick buckets. I tell her, don't miss. She missed the next shot. 7 points later, I beat her again. I got a good feeling she's going to get up here and tell y'all a different story. This is Sunday. I wouldn't make it up. Whatever she tells you from here, don't believe it. I believe Ashlon is one of those kids that we use the term usually that we hold aside for adults. Someone that has it. And I think she's a young lady who has it. I looked up the definition last night, and it is a person who commands a presence when they walk into a room. A person that exhibits magnetism that makes the others naturally gravitate towards them. Everyone wants to be on her team. Everyone wants to work for them. We also call it executive presence. People with executive presence treat everyone with respect and dignity, regardless of their position. They behave towards others, displays a genuine interest in who they are as a person. That's that young lady sitting right there. That's what I see every single day. When I talk about the foundation, I know you have the foundation. So I know she's going to be successful at Duke University. So that's the person I get to see every single day, and I will miss you, and I love you.
At Hardin-Jefferson for 23 years, and there's something you hear a lot as a middle school coach. You hear, "Coach, you got one coming up," and every once in a while, you have one coming up. So, and I'd seen this one because I'd had her big sister, and when she was little, I saw her bopping around the gym, but I didn't quite know what she could do. And she gets here, and she's got this little smile and these dimples, and always smiling and always happy and always yes ma'am. And put her in the first 7th grade game. Say go, 36 points at halftime. So yeah, she's a good one. So we were excited, and she was so good with her level. And I'm teaching some girls on her team to dribble, what offense is, what defense is. She never complained. She never looked down. She helped. She made everybody around her look better, and that's what she does. So I hope she keeps doing that, and good luck, and I love you, and I love y'all, and have a great next chapter.
Okay, I'm really Chris Rogers, not Keisha. So my story's a little different with Ash. She gets a lot of basketball, a lot of good knowledge from a lot of people. I don't give her too much of that because I know there's a good surrounding of knowledge there. But the few times I have, she has listened, done, performed. But what I hope I've done is given you continue to be humble and work hard. And you gotta know how much I love you if I'm wearing Duke.
I'm a little hoarse, so I'll try to speak up. All right, trying to think, everybody's got kind of different stories, and looking around the gym, it's pretty safe to not a whole lot of negative interactions that anybody in this gym's had with Ash. And so, like everybody said, she brightens the room, she can hoop. From our team perspective, we listened to a person speak at a tournament we were at, talking about history of basketball, and she used the term herstory. This is her story. Right here in front, what's up here, and what's sitting here. And from a coach point, you kind of reignited a legacy at our school that has been missing for a while. And it's great to coach people that just bring joy every day. It makes it easy, it makes it fun, and it allows you to win. At the end of the day, you had your 99th high school win yesterday in 3 years. That's a lot. So, and hopefully there's about 34 more to add to it. And so, from our coaching staff, thank you. And you mean the world to our program, and glad to have been a part of the journey, and hope that it goes nowhere but up from there.
Okay, you got this, and then you have the senior night deal, right? So the whole time I've kind of been struggling on what I was gonna say. So I said to myself, man, just do what you always do. Just let it be natural. I could go on for days because our relationship is crazy. Okay. First thing first, sisterhood. I never in a million years thought that a 6'5" white dude from Deer Park and a 6'6" black dude from Beaumont, Westbrook will be walking around talking about sisterhood. I kind of like, Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor. I figured we'd be football field, coaching boys, something, whatever. So my thing is this, you never know where God is going to place you. At the time that I met Ashlon was a transition period for me from basketball, trying to figure out what I was going to do with my life. And when I met her, I was actually in between jobs coming from Turkey. I went to go pick Pooh up from school, and I see her with this huge girl. So I'm like, man, who is that? Oh, it's Ashlon Jackson, Dad. She can really play. Like, oh, okay, cool. A week later, Nate texts me, and then it's been family ever since then. And the crazy thing about this relationship, it started with Tootie before it was even really Ashlon. But Ash is just like I begged my wife to have, but I got one, and I love the daughter that I have. Kendall Sneed is my favorite female player. I say that all the time. Ashlon Jackson, I don't think there'll ever be a number 3. Ash is special. Ash is a kid that's, I'm gonna tell you like this, for me, she saved me in so many different ways. She gave me a chance to grow again. She gave me a chance to grow again through the game of basketball. She gave me a chance to love a lot of other people that I thought I would never meet in my lifetime. She's been a big sister. Athlete is an athlete just kind of shortstop what she does. I remember in the 7th grade, right there in that corner, she was having a hard time with teammates, and I was sitting over there, and I say, hey, look, you think the world is hating on you when actually the world is waiting on you. They waiting on you to do some good stuff, baby girl, so we got more work to do. I remember being back there on that backfield. There's no other teammates, so I had to do it too. So it was the last time that I actually pushed the sled. But she brings the best out of people. And I'm just gonna say it, kind of keep it short and sweet. As you know how I feel about you. How much I love you, how much I love you outside of the game of basketball. I love you for the person that you are. And I know at this point in time right now, you struggle this is great, but I know you. I know you struggle with the fact that you're really gonna be moving on from a lot of this stuff. But I'm here to tell you, like, the relationships don't go nowhere. They just get bigger and better, and you meet different people to take you to the next level. That's in your box of blessings that you have earned throughout the years that you've been doing this. Last thing, last year before the state championship game, I get a knock on my door. She hands me an envelope, and it's a 5-page letter, just running everything down, basically where we at today. And it kind of just blew me, and it's something that I take to my grave, because like I said, it just means so much to me. She just really raised me up. So I really appreciate you for that. I appreciate all my ladies for that. I appreciate all my ladies that sit in those stands. Those
would say it takes a village, and it's nice to see that my village is a mighty nation. So to get started, I wanted to give the man upstairs a big thank you, because I know that how easily he gave this beautiful gift to me, he can easily take it away. So I am forever grateful. With that being said, to my favorite girl, Mama, don't cry. I haven't even got what I was gonna say yet. To my favorite girl, Mama, I cannot put into words how much I appreciate you. Ever since the 7th grade, when I started being recruited, I had no idea how many obstacles off the court I would face. Not once did you let me fall through the cracks. Even with the good hype that was being said, you kept me grounded. You never let any of that get to my head, good or bad. You've always given me the game in its truest form. You have always been the median as well as the backbone in our family. I look at you and I see the true definition of a woman. You're everything that I want to be. My favorite part about you is your spirit, which is so very contagious. You have a spirit to give nothing but your all to anyone, and I admire that about you. Your smile can brighten up a whole room the minute you walk in. All of you wonder why I smile so much. Boom, there you go. No, but from traveling practice to practice, game to game, state to state, staying up late with me while I vent, or even me texting you to come to my room at night so that I could get whatever it was that's on my chest at the time. You've been with me every step of the way, and no matter how tired you were always there. I will always value that more than anything. Thank you so much for being the biggest inspiration in my life. I love you with all my heart. Now to the man I love the most. Dad. You crying? Ooh, y'all better not cry. Y'all gonna make me cry. Well, Omar, never mind. Anywho, thank you so much for putting the ball in my hands. From the time I was born, just by the look of my hands, you knew that I was going to become the player that I am now. You've always believed in me, even in the times I didn't believe in myself. You taught me how to not only maneuver the game, but how to maneuver life. Everybody knows how raw and uncut you are, and some may even call you crazy for it. But in our household, we are taught that the real world is raw and uncut, and in order to get what you want, you have to be realistic. You were a collegiate player yourself, so you knew the game, but after all was said and done, you had to deal with the life stage of, now what? I noticed that that's why you are the way you are with us, and I honor that. You knew what it took for me to become the player and person that I am today, and you were ready for me to beat all the odds that came my way. You set the plan in motion, but in doing so, you still kept me as your humble, sweet, and loving baby girl. You're my first love, my first coach, my first trainer, my first mentor, and of course, my first hype man. And know that that's what I cherish the most. Thank you for giving me the world. I'll always be your baby girl, and I love you so much. All right, to my first best friends, my siblings, Cabriana and Nate, they're not able to be here today, but I want to thank them for setting the standard for me. Being the baby and all, I know that I was the most spoiled, coddled, and of course, the favorite. They always kept me on track and always supported me no matter good or bad. They taught me so much, and as I catch myself navigating through life, I find myself trying to follow their footsteps as great human beings. They have had to sacrifice so much for my lifestyle to be what it is, and that doesn't go unnoticed. Thank you for being there for me and never letting me go. I love you both more than anyone, and just know, as much as y'all got me, I got y'all. To my grandparents, thank you for raising my most prized possessions. Mama, my twin, some would say, and Papa, the man who spoils me the most. Y'all know how we rock. The night before every game, I come and see you both for good luck. I think it's one of my many superstitions, but I embrace it because the wisdom that I receive from you keeps me grounded mentally and spiritually. Even though y'all would never admit it in front of your other grandchildren, once again, I know I'm the favorite. Anywho, thank y'all so much for loving me just as much as I love you. To my family, everybody in my family, I'm literally nothing without y'all. Everyone knows that if you want to get close to me, they have to get close to you first. You guys support not only me, but one another like no other. At the games, there are hecklers, okay? And then there's the section just for Ash's family. I love it. Thank you so much. I love you. To my G, my mentor, my trainer, and second father, Coach O. You took a chance on a tall and skinny fourth grade girl and you shaped her into a monster. At that time, my parents were wanting my game to grow more since I was playing with 7th and 8th graders at the time. So they knew in order for me to get to where I needed to be, I needed to hear a new voice. They didn't want me to be with just anyone though. They wanted me to be with a person that would not only elevate my skill and talent, but that could elevate my mental. They wanted the absolute best, and you were it. I knew of you because of the little curly-haired girl that I've been treating as my baby sister for as long as I can remember. I had that bond with her from the beginning, so I had the trust of coming to you to better my game. I've always had the drive and determination to be the best, but when I came to you many years ago, you heightened that for me. The crazy thing is, throughout the years, even though we worked our butts off, the foundation of our relationship had nothing to do with that round ball. Yes, it brought us closer, but between you and all of the Sneeds, you guys brought me in as your own, as you do with every kid that y'all know. Legit, my second family for real. You spent so much time, money, blood, sweat, and tears, not just on me, but everybody you touch. And out of all of that, the only thing you would ever want in return is for them to be great and be the best they can be. That's rare, but as you taught me, real is rare. It's not a thing in this world that I can't come to you about that you wouldn't want to help me with. You helped me navigate through all the obstacles and outside stuff that tries to creep into my success because you dealt with all this before. You have no idea how much you mean to me, and the words I say are only second to none of how I feel. By the way, y'all, usually he doesn't go to his player signing day, but as you can tell, I wasn't going for that. Nah, but thank you so much. I'm forever indebted to you. I love you and your family so much. Now, to the most disorganized but organized man there is, Coach Fogo. Ever since I was in middle school, you knew my potential and my potential to be the best player to come through Hardin-Jefferson. Over the years, you've been a coach, a father, a sister, a brother, a mentor. You've been everything that we needed you to be for us. The relationships that you've gained with us are ones we will remember forever. Our relationship itself speaks volumes. Some know the real and some don't. But let me say, it's a lot of joking, seriousness, agreeing, disagreeing, and so on. But our passion for the game we love is what keeps us bonded in between those lines. From acting like you were mad at me in the hallway my 9th grade year while giving me my USA invite, and, and then bursting with happiness while seeing me cry tears of joy to receive it, to watching me play with fire in the regional final game my sophomore year, playing with 4 fouls, to watching me finally get everything you've been saying for the past 3 years, to this year, seeking revenge and getting what we deserve. A lot of people don't understand what you go through for us on a daily basis. I can only imagine how tough it is to deal with 14, 15, 16, and 17-year-old girls, but you make it look effortless. If someone comes in the gym with even the slightest bit of a bad vibe, you, Coach O, or Keisha checks it. How do y'all know whenever we are having our bad days? Defeats me, but for sure, you don't know how much just checking on us from time to time can do for us. A coach that actually cares about his players instead of his paycheck is very rare to find. The countless time you put into our program and each of its girls often goes unnoticed. Yes, we have fallen short of our goal 3 times now, but I know it will not happen again. We will get our hardware, one way or the other. Thank you for everything that you do for my family, me, and everyone around you. I love you. Now, to the loving and more gentle coach, y'all call her Coach Rogers, but she will forever be Keisha to us. Don't let me fool you now. Yes, she is sweet and all, but let someone not give effort or play defense, and you'll most definitely see another side of her. Thank you for looking out for us, loving us girls, taking care of us, and being our mama whenever we're on the road. Even though you are a Kansas Jayhawk fan, I know that you will forever support this Blue Devil. I love you, Keisha. Thank you so much. To all my coaches, Coach Ray, Coach Flip, Coach Tony, thank you for preparing me for the next level. You all have produced so many top-level P5 players, McDonald's All-Americans, professional basketball players, and not to mention the Adidas champs. A lot of people don't know how influential playing AAU actually is. Well, let's start with this. Ever since the 4th grade, I've been playing with what was HTX Fire at the time. Within my first 3 years of playing AAU, I received my very first offer. I received my first interest letter in the 5th grade. I then went to go play with San Antonio Finest in the 10th grade. Going to this prestigious team, I went in with most of my offers. I ended my very last summer of AAU with 71 full-ride scholarships. That speaks volumes. These incredible men put me in the position in the summers in order for me to gain these offers. Yes, it's true that if you are good, then colleges will find you, but you have to realize these colleges are just as busy as we are. If you don't go out to play in front of them or be in the position to excel in front of them, then it will be very hard to earn. It's not impossible though, everyone's story is different. But for my story, just know that these men played chess while in the midst I was calling checkmate. Thank you for all the time, traveling, and sacrifice away from your family that was spent. I love you all. Now to my teammates. All right. Hey. All right. Thank y'all. It's crazy how every one of y'all are as close to me as I am to y'all. You guys never fail to make me a better version of myself. From Kendall's spirit and goofiness, Jada's honesty and laughter, Jalen's accountability, Skinny's energy, Molly's stone cold killer face, but loving and warmness, Laura's kindness, Chandler's dancing and goofiness, Cassidy's selflessness, Ashlyn's sternness but loving nature, Audie's smile and shystiness, Madison's kindness and Kirsten's motherly nature is what shapes me into being a great teammate. They make me want to play for them. To have people inside of me wanting the same things that I want, wanting to win, and that's happy to see anyone receive their blessings is rare. I know for sure that our dynasty will continue to expand and become greater and greater. I love each and every last one of you, and thank you for holding me accountable and making me want to become a better person. You guys are so easy to lead. Mr. Brown, Coach DuBois, I'm still the best hooper in the gym at all times. Mr. Brown, I actually did beat you one-on-one, but having to take a 30-minute break just to rest is what got me. Because the boys, you may can outshoot everyone else, but not me. No, but thank you both so much. You are both two of the busiest men I know, but you never failed to always support our program. You are both so sweet, and I will forever be grateful for you. Thank you. I love you both. Mr. McCatron, thank you so much for running our great school to perfection. You're one of the sweetest and most generous men I know, and the way you support not only me, but our entire school is amazing. You're a second to none superintendent. You're always open and always willing to help the next person in need. Thank you for everything. To my teachers and counselors, thank you for being so patient with me. I know having schools call left and right for my transcripts, having me miss school for this and that tournament, having to do work online during those tournaments, I can only imagine the stress, but just know I love you for it and I'm grateful. To my friends, you are truly what keeps me going. Through all the years of basketball, dealing with drama from either media or people, coming to school in the not so best of moods, you are what reminded me that I'm still a human teenage girl. That's all I ever needed to know. I needed to know what it was like to be off the court more than on it. You guys shaped that for me. From hanging out, going to movies, bowling. Yes, I'm the best at that too. To even staying at each other's houses. Thank you so much for being a part of what makes me me. I love you so much. To the media, thank you guys so much for always showcasing my teammates and me. Yes, we put ourselves on the map, but you guys help. Lamb, you mostly. My sister is in the Navy, so she can't really watch my games, but everyone that you present live, she tunes in. The crazy thing is, you do it out of the kindness of your heart and don't expect anything in return. May God bless you and your family. Thank you so much for everything. I love you. Now, what y'all all been waiting for. Told you I wouldn't go over 30 minutes. But I'd like to thank Coach Kara, Coach Gandy, Coach Jackson, and Coach Cunningham, who are not here today because they had to play in beautiful Cameron. Their passion to coach me and better me as a person is mostly what I fell in love with. The day that I committed, I had no idea I was going to commit. I had my parents with me, and of course my grandma, and we were on Zoom. I was lost for words with the beauty of the campus, the plan they had for me, and most importantly, my future of becoming an incredible woman on and off the court. When you know, was Kara's last words to me before I blurted out that I was committing, and that is absolutely true. If you are here today and will eventually decide on a college to go to, whether it be for sports or not, go with your gut. It will never lead you wrong. Stay close with God, walk through Him, be responsible, may no one outwork you, and your decision will be that easy. Thank you all for supporting me and being with me today. I pray that God continues to bless me with more success. This is for my uncle. Continue to watch over me.
At this time, Ashlon will sign her national letter of intent to continue her academic and athletic career at Duke University. Go Blue Devils. Congratulations, Ashlon.
Hey, thank y'all so much for coming. Me and Layla are strong believers of it takes a village. So, hey, we did it, y'all.